Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to start my spring seed sowing, but there is something that I have to do with you guys first, and that is to harvest my very first strawberries. I am so happy to harvest my very first strawberry today. Not strawberries, strawberries. Because this is two lovely ones I have right here. Look at them, guys. Aren't they beautiful? So I am just going to nip it like this. This one is blushing, so I'm not going to be getting this one. I'm going to let this one stay until it gets a little bit bigger. But I do have another one right here. Here is the other one. Oh. I'm putting them in this little Ziploc bag that I brought out. And I'm also going to show you something amazing that is happening with the strawberries. Something amazing. So these are my first two strawberries. As I have been keenly observing the strawberries since I used my homemade fertilizer on them. And I have noticed that the growth of these strawberries has increased dramatically. I'm going to show you my proof. I don't know why these ones, let me see if the soil is dry. It's not dry, but I don't know why these ones are looking like this. All right, so the last time we did not have this, did we have this runner back here? I don't think so. I'm not sure we had this runner back here, but I'm pretty sure we had this one right here. And let me show you something. We also had this one, but look what's happening. There is another runner coming from this runner that I recently stuck in the soil. See? So I can now detach this one, and there is a new one right here. And look over in here. This is also another new runner. I believed I saw another new one somewhere over there. Somewhere. Look at this. Why are these falling off? And here I have 3 more strawberries on this one. I don't think this should be a problem, you know, if I added the straw to it. So why are they looking so droopy? And they don't need water. They might need a little water because these are not looking so perky either. And look at this as well. Look at the banana pepper. The size of the banana pepper has increased a lot. So that means that super juice was 100% success. No, it's not super juice. It's my homemade fertilizer. What am I talking about? And look at these peppers since the last time you saw them. Isn't God good for giving us so many blessings? Undeserving. That's what we are. Yeah, so before I get into my seed sowing, there is something that I have to do for Miss Marlene. So Miss Marlene, to answer your question of how I got the containers to sit on the pallet right here. You said you only saw the nails, but you didn't saw what I did. So in each of my containers, I use my soldering gun to put 2 holes in the back. I use one container as a template to mark the other containers, and as soon as I am done putting the holes in the back of the containers, I just simply put them on the nail like this. And that is how easy it is. Okay, so now that I have answered Miss Marlene's question, and she is from Marlene's Garden Hand Homestead. Shout out to you, Miss Marlene. Thanks for your feedback and your question. I'm now going to go ahead and give you guys a look at what I have planted in my wall unit right here. Okay, so right now I have almost all of my Swiss chards transplanted in the wall unit, and from what I am seeing, it looks as if I mostly have the red Swiss chard, and I did plant a variety of a rainbow Swiss chard. This one kind of looked like a yellow one, but it doesn't really matter what color they are as long as they grow, so I can get a harvest. Right here I have a piece of thyme that I took from my herb and vegetable garden that was growing with my strawberries. And for those of you who didn't know, thyme is a very good companion for strawberries. And these are some more Swiss chard. This one looks like a yellow one. Oh no, I don't know what's happening to this little teeny one right here. Okay, Swiss chard, another piece of thyme, and at the bottom I have some celery. I was thinking of taking out these celery to plant them in bigger containers, but because I have some more seedlings, I am going to let these stay right here to see how well they would actually grow in these containers and this area. I have 2 bok chows in this planter right here, and my 10 o'clock flowers. I need to give you a little story behind these 10 o'clock flower, not the 10 o'clock flowers, the containers, before I move along. So these are some containers I got at the dollar store probably last year or the year before that I was using for some mini greenhouses. I literally threw them in the trash to throw them away, and I wanted something to add to the bottom section of the wall unit right here. So I added these rocks, and then I thought of the containers, so I doubled them, so whenever I water these, the water would drain down into the containers right here. The water is going to be saved, so I don't waste anything at all. Yes, so these can be watered. All right, so bok choy, and these are some carrot tops that I added in there to see if I could actually get another carrot, or I don't know, just for experiment. And recently I got this from the compost. I believe you all saw when I was getting this little piece of beet top from the compost that I was making. Here's another piece, and this is a piece of onion. So whenever I use the onions, I cut off the bottoms and I just stick them in the soil like this to see what would happen if I regrow them. And these are some chamomile that I found in one of the containers that was supposed to have onions in it. Here are some more bok choy, more 10 o'clock flowers. Just give you a quick look at some of the plants that I have growing over here that is to be transplanted. Oh my goodness. This is a volunteer apple seedling, and I'm sorry I didn't take a picture of it, of how it was looking like 2 days ago. Literally 2 days ago, it did not look like this. Wow. So here is my chamomile right here. My grass, it is so fluffy and nice. I just showed you my volunteer apple. I have these peppers that I have to transplant because I'm going to be using these little containers to sow more seeds. I have 2 pieces of rosemary back there, and I took out Yeah, I took out the moringa that was in this spot right here, and here is another volunteer apple. Is it apple? Looks like apple. Or strawberry. Looks like apple. All right, I also have my beefsteak tomatoes, some gooseberry tomatoes, and here are my banana peppers. I thought they were never going to germinate. Sweet banana peppers. I think I added like 4 seeds in each of these on January 3rd. And I have 3 seeds that germinated from this. It looks like 3 from that one. And this is one of my tomato seedlings from the tomato seeds that I just threw out in a container, and most of them germinated. Now right here I have some cauliflowers, some scarlet kale, cilantro, some collards, Brussels sprouts. These are some more kale, and these look like some white stem bok choy. These are red long onions. I sowed 1 borage seed in here that I had from last year. It didn't germinate. Instead, I am seeing a kale. So probably this kale seed got away. And these are some pompai onions. Now, I recently sowed some tomato seeds in here, January 21st. I was cooking, and I just took a few of the seeds from the tomatoes that I was using in the kitchen, dropped them in here, and now here are my seeds. The easiest way for me to sow tomato seeds is this way. I just literally just drop them in the soil, cover it, and leave it. That's all I do with my tomato seeds, and most of the time my pepper seeds as well. I have a few more Swiss chard that I need to transplant right here. And over here I have, this looks like bok choy, bok choy, bok choy. All of these are bok choy. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 kales left because I have transplanted the other kales over in my herb and vegetable garden already. So I'm going to give you a quick look of the kales that I transplanted. And they are covered with the little mini greenhouses. Some of them is growing faster than some, but the bottom line, they're all growing. Okay, so it looks like I lost this one. I'm gonna have to replace that one. All right, so let's now take a look at the seeds that I'm going to be sowing. So now here are the seeds that is going in my spring garden. I have some eggplants back here. Let me see, I think I should have 2 varieties. So I have the diamond eggplant, the Casper eggplant, I have sugar snap peas, I have red noodle pole beans, and I think I just have probably about 3 seeds in there. I only hope and pray that all of them will germinate so I could get to save some seeds. I'm going to be sowing some more carrots. I don't know what is happening with my carrot seeds. Maybe something is eating them, not sure. And I'm also going to be planting some more Detroit dark red beets. My beets have not been doing well either. I'm also going to be sowing some hot peppers. These look like the cayenne. I'm not sure where I got this pack from. I saw it in my album. But I have 2 cayenne peppers growing right now, and it seems as if they're not going to survive. I'm not sure, so I'm going to be planting this multicolored one. I'm also going to be sowing some more mammoth red rock cabbage. I need some red Reuben basil to attract the pollinators. Last year I tried the burgundy okra for the very first time. The seeds germinated, however, I am not sure what really happened to the plants, but I didn't get an harvest. Alright, so here are some more cayenne peppers. So these are going together. And I have these habanero peppers from last year. I'm going to be trying these. I'm also going to be sowing some corns, some cucumbers, and some more bok choy. I have a few more pepper seeds. I need to have a variety of bell peppers in my garden. So these are some orange bell pepper seeds I saved, I think last month. And I just found these pepper seeds when I was throwing out the kitchen scraps. I'm just going to be dumping these somewhere. All right, so let me get these out of the way and start sowing the seeds. And wow, I just looked down. Look here, chamomile. So it seems as if when I was sowing the chamomile seeds on January 6th, a few of the seeds fell to the ground. I have chamomile seedlings coming up. Oh Lord, I have to take them out before I trample them. Wow. One of the things that I have decided to do is to repurpose some of the pots that I had other plants in. And my reason for doing so is because I want to allow the seeds to germinate and the plants to get to a certain height before I transplant them out into my garden. And these pots, they are about 8 inches deep. So I'm going to be sowing, I think, okras and peppers in these ones. And in these, because the beets, they are not a deep root crop, I'm going to be sowing some beets and bok choy in this and this one. And this is a brand new one that I just filled up with soil. Not sure what I'm going to be sowing in this as yet. You will all see. And I also have 1, 2, 3, 4 little pots right here, and I think I'm going to leave those. What's this? Looks like another pepper coming up. No, just a piece of grass. All right, so let's start sowing some seeds now. As we're all taking a look at what is going to be planted in my spring garden, may I now take this opportunity to remind you that spring is the perfect time to start our garden. The soil is warming up, the days are getting longer, and the sun is shining brighter. It is that time when the garden really comes to life. Sowing seeds is an act of hope. It is a way of connecting with nature and participating in the miracle of life. It teaches us patience, and it reminds us that even the smallest things can have the biggest potential. There is something magical about seeds that I will not be able to explain, but I am very eager to see what's going to happen with all of these seeds that I just sowed. Although I am extremely passionate about growing things, you better believe I am still learning as I am growing. I am mentally prepared to see the magic each individual plant will bring this spring. Imagine a tiny seed turning into a delicious vegetable and a beautiful flower. As nature unfolds the potential of each tiny seed, I am envisioning the incredible growth and harvest that is to come. And now, ladies and gentlemen, now that you have seen everything that is going to be growing in my spring garden, it is now time for us to do a strawberry taste test. I have two of them, and of course I'm going to be tasting the bigger one. So here we go. I was actually expecting a little tangy taste, but it is refreshing. It is cool. Slightly sweet. Just a little hint of sweetness. Probably if they were bigger, they would have a sweeter taste to it. So guess what? I am going to have the other one just to see if it is going to taste different. So here's the other one. This one actually tastes the same way. No tangy taste at all. You know how when you taste some fruits and you feel these parts like they're, I don't know, like they're going off. I didn't get that from these strawberries. That means my strawberries were good. They were really good. And I just cannot wait to see the others pushing out. I know they're going to be ready very soon, and I really hope that the ones that I will be getting in the next harvest will actually taste a little bit different. Okay, so that is going to be it for today's video. If you enjoy the content, please go ahead and share it with someone so they too can learn how to salvage, repurpose, and grow a thriving garden wherever they are in the world. Wherever they are in the world. Did you all know that these peas, they're edible? They're edible. They taste sweeter than the peas itself. Oh, look at this bee. Look at this bee. Well, today's video has come to an end. Okay, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, how about doing so? And remember to hit that post notification bell, so whenever I upload videos, you're going to be notified. Thanks again for watching. I will see you soon in another video. Look at all these beans that I have to harvest again. I just harvest a lot of beans from this tree. And look here. I have more to harvest. Oops. Bye-bye.